We've been getting a lot of blog comments about whether the drinking age should be lowered to 18, as some university presidents recently suggested. Travis says he hates alcohol because he's personally seen it destroy lives and break up homes. But he asks, if a person is old enough to fight in our nation's military, how can we say that same person isn't old enough to drink? Jacob feels that if they do lower the drinking age, more people are going to get drunk, more car crashes are going to occur. A lot of folks agreed with that, connecting drinking with drunk driving. Also, Caleb, or Khalib, said lowering the drinking age is like giving a toddler the steering wheel. But Ashley asks, if the age doesn't get lowered, then most people will just do it illegally, so why not make it legal at 18? After yesterday's show, I asked you on our blog whether first ladies should be paid. Josh says, unless the first lady holds an actual position in the cabinet, she does not deserve pay. She's not required to do anything as first lady, so she should not receive salary. Mr. Owen's class has agreed, saying the presidency is a constitutional office. Being first lady is not. Besides, we do give first ladies a house, car, airplane, helicopter, Camp David, security. And Megan Marie suggests if the president's spouse gets paid, every stay-at-home mom should get paid as well. But Jessica argues just because first ladies don't get elected doesn't mean they don't work as hard as the president. They work hard and support their husbands and step in where there's a problem. Emily says, even if she wasn't elected for the presidency, the First Lady is still serving our country and deserves to be recognized. And Rowan argues, if it were a man as First Lady, he would have been paid years ago. Andrew cracked me up, though. He said First Ladies should not get paid. I bet they even get the shoes that are thrown at their husbands. Referring, of course, to this little incident that took place in Baghdad over the weekend. Now, if you've got something to say, tell us on our blog. Hundreds of you logged onto our blog at cnnstudentnews.com to comment about the earthquake in Haiti, and we thank you for that. We're always looking forward to your comments. We're always impressed at how intelligent and insightful they are, so we appreciate it. We had a lot of comments coming into our blog this week. This is what you're saying about a Whole Foods plan to give deeper discounts to fitter employees. Martha writes, it's easier for some people to stay in good shape than others. Maybe instead of focusing on weight, Whole Foods can focus on its employees' physical activity and nutrition. This way, Whole Foods can focus on being healthy rather than being skinny. Corinne argues that healthy or not, people should all pay the same price for foods. Robert says if you work hard enough to lose weight and succeed, you should be rewarded. But he understands why some people think it's unfair because he says sometimes you're overweight and it's not your fault. And Todd writes, to encourage people to lose weight and offer a discount is a great way to help our economy and hopefully will be a national trend. Todd, love the pun. Now you'll notice that everybody here used only his or her first name, and that is the only way to get on our blog. We got about 1,000 comments on our blog after Wednesday's volleyball story. Mariangela calls a boy playing on a girl's team unfair, saying he's stronger and gives the team an advantage. Ben runs cross country and says the boys and girls are split up because the boys are stronger. He thinks it should be the same way with volleyball. Most of you, though, believe Jensen Daniels should be allowed to play. The split was 80-20. Kelsey believes this goes back to the Title IX debate, writing that we need to be fair to both genders and allow them both to be treated equally. Billy thinks that if women can play men's football, why shouldn't men be able to play women's volleyball? Tetra agrees that if girls can play on a boys' baseball or football team, boys not being allowed to play in a girls' sport isn't fair. Anna is a volleyball player and says Jensen's expertise could help other players to learn more. And Adam thinks that Jensen should be allowed on the team as long as all other girls' teams have the opportunity to have a boy as well. Tim asks, why should a small group affect the wishes of the majority? Keep it Christmas, La Jolla. Tanner thinks they should have a separate parade for people who don't celebrate Christmas. Anai thinks they should change the names so that all religions can feel welcome. Kevin says if it's inclusive of other people, that's sharing the holiday spirit, not fighting over one word in a name. Nicholas says at his school, we can't talk about Christmas. We say the holidays. Why can't the parade do the same? Rebecca says this has nothing to do with the parade and everything to do with atheists wanting to remove any religion whatsoever from public view. And from Emily, Christmas is a big holiday for a lot of people. And if you don't celebrate it, that's okay, but that doesn't mean that nobody else can.